Hi everyone, welcome back to Cheese and Turtles. My name's Imogen. In today's video, I am sharing how to stop waiting for someone else to save you and start saving yourself. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So, what the hell is this video about? That was a very, very vague title, kind of. So one thing I've noticed in dating and friendships a lot is that people often wait for good things to happen to them, or they wait for someone to save them, like the whole like Prince Charming trope. You know, you're gonna have like someone ride up on a horse and be like, I'm here to save you, okay? And they have that like narrative very strongly in their minds, and they cling on to this instead of proactively working on it themselves. So here's how to stop waiting for someone else to save you and start saving yourself. And this can apply to every aspect of your life, not just dating, not just friendships, pretty much everything. So the first thing I want to say is that you do deserve princess treatment. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't want someone to like ride up on a horse and give you like a massive bunch of roses, okay? You do deserve princess treatment. I think at the heart of that desire is just wanting to be seen by someone else and valued and told that you are worthy of being treated in a positive way and being treated like you're special, and having that validation to know that someone else sees you and loves you and is just happy that you're in their lives, okay? So to be met with that that enthusiasm and that sense of love is something that's very fundamental to everyone, and I'm not saying you shouldn't want that. You absolutely should, and you deserve it, okay? So you deserve princess treatment. However, give it to yourself first so you don't seem desperate for someone to do it for you, okay? Now, what do I mean by this? So, for example, I get flowers for myself, bath bombs, a nice skincare routine. I took myself on a birthday trip. So all of these good things that I want, you know, in theory, I want someone else to ride up on a horse and be like, you know, here's this and here's that. I already give that to myself. So I feel fulfilled, and I feel that, you know, I'm treating myself like I deserve these things, and over time, that message becomes ingrained in my brain that I absolutely do deserve these things, okay? So you deserve princess treatment. Give it to yourself first, convince yourself that you deserve it, and then when someone else gives it to you, it will feel natural. The next thing that I want to talk about is independence. You need to work on your independence in both a financial, emotional, and physical sense, okay? So when I say independence, what I mean is in all of these three areas, you need to be self-sufficient. And I'm not saying to never accept help, but I'm saying that you are able to basically live by yourself, if that makes sense, and live for yourself. So financial independence is obviously being able to support yourself, having your expenses be less than your having your expenses be less than your income. Yes, I got that the right way around. Okay. Physical independence is more to do with, you know how to like shop for yourself. You can cook and eat healthy, and you know, you can do laundry, and when your heater breaks, you can call an electrician. This is in no way based on my real life experience, by the way, at all. Anyway, emotional independence is, you know how to have healthy coping mechanisms for any emotional problems that you may run into. If you need therapy, you get that, and so on and so forth, okay? So that's what I mean by independence. And once you've worked on that like foundation, you're going to feel a lot more confident, and you're going to have a lot more self-esteem. At least that's the way I found it's worked, and that's the way I've heard it's worked from other people as well. So in my experience, working on your independence is a really good way to start saving yourself, as it were. Okay, have your own goals, okay? Don't live for someone else or change your personality for anyone. I have made this mistake in the past a lot of times. Like, for example, you know, I would sometimes not do things that I liked because someone else didn't like them, and I liked that person, I wanted to impress them. Like, it's a tale as old as time, okay? But something that I realized is that once you are your authentic self, the right people will show up automatically, because you don't want someone to be friends with you or date you because they think that you're a fake version of yourself that you've just made up to please them. And then once you start being yourself, they're like, I didn't sign up for this because you didn't show me the real you, and it's all going to come crashing down, okay? So have your own goals. Don't live for someone else. Don't change your personality for anyone. Be authentically you, and you will find people who like you for the real you. And yeah, okay, sometimes it can be fun in the short term to see someone and be like, oh, I have a massive crush on them, or I really want to be their friend. I'm gonna change myself to fit in with them. And it might feel good for a short time. But once you realize that you're sort of living a lie to yourself and to them, it's not going to feel good at all. And it's going to put a lot of strain on you emotionally and psychologically. So please don't do that to yourself. Have your own goals. Be authentic as you are, and the right people will find you, and you'll feel at peace with that. The other thing that I want you to do in terms of friendships and in any capacity really, sorry, excuse me, is instead of hoping that they like you, pay more attention to whether you like them. Now, I'm not saying to be massively selfish, but compatibility goes both ways. And I think often as people pleasers, and I say this as a massive one myself, and I do obviously try and reduce this tendency, and I've seen it a lot in other people as well. So it's an ongoing journey, we're all in this together. If you're not a people pleaser, feel free to skip this section, but I think a lot of my viewers often are, so important to talk about. Instead of hoping they like you, which we all do, and it's absolutely fine, you know, we'll meet someone for the first time and be like, oh, I really hope they like me, you know, I really hope this, I really hope that. Okay, fine, fair enough, but do you actually like them? Okay, sometimes we take this as a given, and then like a year or 2 years or multiple years down the line, we realise, hang on a minute, we were just hanging out with this person because we thought that they would make us somehow cooler, or, you know, we thought that we should, but we don't actually like them, okay? So make sure that the compatibility goes both ways. You're allowed to hope that they like you. We all want people to like us, but be sure that you actually like them as well. And don't overlook it. It is important to not overlook it. Right, let's talk about dating. Why not? Let's talk about dating, because I did start this video with a kind of romantic image. So let's talk about dating. What I want you to take away from this video in terms of dating is that you should date with intention. Now, what do I mean by dating with intention? Dating with intention is deciding what you want and not wasting time with people who don't know what they want or who want something different. Okay? And this doesn't necessarily have to be in a committed sense, okay? So, you know, I've been in committed situations, I've been in more casual situations, and in both of those, obviously it's fine to be figuring out what you want, but if you are figuring out what you want, be honest with the other person about that. And say, you know, I'm not sure at the moment, it might be casual, it might develop into something else. That's okay. What's not okay is to just say to someone, or to pretend to someone that you want something you don't want, or to say to someone that you want something but really you're figuring it out. Okay, so just be honest, essentially, and try and figure out what you want. And it's okay to want different things at different points in your life. Like, it's okay to start out wanting a committed relationship and then later on decide, okay, I need to be casual for a bit, or I need to be single for a bit. That's okay, as long as you're honest with potential partners at every stage and you are looking for people who are compatible with what you want. And, you know, they might be the best person in the world, but if they're not compatible with what you want, then they are not the right person, okay? And it might be that in the future they will change and they will do what you want, but you cannot guarantee that, and you cannot try to change them. So please don't do that. It just results in misery for everyone involved. Believe me, I know, I speak from the heart on this. I found out the hard way, okay? So please don't do that, okay? Don't date someone hoping they're going to change, because they're not going to change. You're going to be miserable. They're going to be miserable. Date with intention. Be honest. Okay, anyone who wants to date and or hang out with you, this goes with friendships as well, shouldn't be competing with other people. Instead, they should be competing with your own peace that you have spending time with yourself, okay? So what do I mean by this? Essentially what I mean by this is that when you're dating or making friends or in any social interaction scenario whatsoever, you shouldn't be seeing being alone as something lesser, okay? So first and foremost, you should be at peace with yourself and at peace with spending time with yourself. And relationships, while they are very necessary, and social interaction is very necessary to, you know, a healthy human life, okay? It's not the be all and end all, and you are enough unto yourself, okay? So when you're kind of like looking for potential partners, or you're looking for friends, or you're looking for any kind of social connection, those people should add value to your life, okay? They shouldn't be there to like fill a gap, okay, or a space, okay? Because that's kind of insulting to them as well. It's not like, I like you, it's, oh, you'll do, you know, get in here. It's like you didn't choose them. It's like you could have had anyone. Like, anyone will do, but they just happen to be there. Like, that's not a compliment. What is a compliment is if you're secure within yourself and you look at someone and you say, I don't need to spend time with you, but I want to spend time with you because I like you, and I like you for yourself. It's not just that I'm grabbing the first person who's available because I have an unhealed wound in myself in terms of my social and emotional development, that I will just do anything rather than be alone. Like, that's not a compliment, okay? So don't use people to fill a social or emotional gap that you have for yourself. Heal that first for yourself so that you can look for healthy friendships and healthy relationships that actually add something to your life, and where you like the people for themselves as individuals rather than as a sort of stopgap. Okay, that was kind of like 2 points in one. But I think once you've applied this approach, you should know that you are enough as you are, okay? There are no deadlines. And once you know that you're enough by yourself, the stress will totally be taken out of dating and finding friends, okay? Once you are content by yourself, then obviously, yes, social interaction is still necessary. But once you have that sort of confidence in yourself that, you know, you can have a good life and you can give yourself a good life. And that's got to do with everything from like self-care, independence, having your own goals, being intentional about what you want to do in friendships, dating, social interactions in general, okay? Then you will be so much more secure to actually have healthy relationships, healthy friendships, and you won't be stressed about it because it's not like you are sort of pursuing the stopgap measure that I mentioned in the last point, okay? So you're not going to be stressed about it because you're going to view relationships and friendships as something that adds to your life. But your life is good as it is, okay? So don't like put yourself down. I feel very strongly about this. I know this has been a long video, but I really wanted to emphasize a lot of the points in this video, and I feel like it was really important to talk about because I think a lot of the time we are waiting for someone to make us whole, but what we fail to notice is that we are our own most compatible life partner. And, you know, whether you find someone else who is like an amazing compatible life partner, or even just a partner for a stage of your life, then they won't be able to fill the gap that is left by you not liking yourself, okay, or you not wanting to spend time with yourself. And that is a heavy burden to place on anyone, so don't do that. But yeah, you are absolutely enough by yourself, and obviously friendships and relationships, again, immensely important, but you should approach that from a place of I want to spend time with you, not I need anyone will do, I can't be alone, okay? So that's how to stop waiting for someone to save you and start saving yourself. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye!